Effort is hard work or an attempt to do something. Effort is hard work or an attempt to do something. Effort. Effort is hard work or an attempt to do something.
He always puts a lot.
The base is the bottom of something. Base. When something is excellent, it is very good. The brain is the organ in your head that to enter a place is to go into it. To hurry is to do something quickly. A clerk is a type of worker. Clerks in a store help customers. Clerk. A hero is a brave person. To locate something is to find it. A forest is a place with lots of trees and animals. Later means after the present, expected or usual time. To leave means to go away from someone or something. To inform someone is to tell them about something. A nurse is a person who helps sick. An operation is when a doctor replaces or removes something in the body. Operation. To refuse something is to say no to it. Refuse. An advantage is something that helps you. An advantage is something that helps you. Advantage. An advantage. Pain is the feeling that you have when you are hurt. Pain is the feeling that you have when you are hurt. Pain is the feeling that you have when you are hurt. Pain. Though is used when the second idea makes the first seem surprising. Actual means that something is real or true. A customer is a person who buys something at a store. To earn means to get money from. Earn. A charge is the price to pay for something. To amaze someone is to surprise them very much. If something is various, there are many types of it. To deliver something is to take it from one place to another. To manage something means to control or be. Manage. To comfort someone means to make them feel better. To contact someone is to speak or write to them. A gate is a type of door. To include something means to have it as part of a group. A mystery is something that is difficult to understand or explain. A plate is a flat, round. To advance is to go forward.
Advance.
If A is the opposite of B, A is completely different from B. To receive something is to get it. To occur means to happen. Behind means to be at the back of something. A reward is something given in exchange for good behavior. Reward. To set something is to put it somewhere. A thief is someone who quietly takes things that do not belong to them. An athlete is a person who plays sports. If something is average, it is at a normal level. If something is average, it is at a normal level. Average. If something is average, if something is mental, it has to do with your mind. To steal is to take something that is not yours. To match is to be the same or. Your behavior is the way you act. Behavior. Your personality is what you are like and how you behave. To lower something is to make it go. To represent is to speak or act for a person or group. A member is a person who is part of a group. To remove something is to take it away. A course is a class in school. A poem is a short kind of writing. To sound means to make a noise. A passenger is a person who rides in a car, train, or. To shoot is to fire something. A pole is a long, thin stick. Safety means to be the condition of being. If something is average, it is at a normal level. Average. You use well to say that something was. To swim is to move through water. Swim. To grab is to take hold of someone. Grab. When someone is clever. A web is a home made by a spider. To require something is to say that it is necessary.
Require.
If something is necessary, you must do it. A block is a solid piece of wood, stone, or ice. If something is far, it is not. To cheer is to give a loud shout of approval or. A rock is a hard thing in the dirt. Judgment is the ability to form opinions or decisions. Judgment. If something is complex, it has many small parts. The bottom is the lowest part. A community is a group of people who live together. A critic is someone who gives their opinions about movies, books. A critic is someone who gives their opinions about movies, books, plays, etc. A critic is someone who gives their opinions about movies. A critic is someone who gives their opinions. A critic is someone who gives their opinions about movies, books, plays, etc. Critic. A critic is someone who gives their opinions about movies, books, plays, etc.
The wine critic tasted the wine so he could give his opinion.
If you are certain about something, you know it is true. If you are certain about something, you know it is true. If you are certain about something, you know it is true. To view is to look at something. An event is something that happens. Therefore means for this reason. Therefore. To exercise is to run or play sports so that you can be healthy. If someone feels proud, they are happy about what they are. Proud. To smell something means to use your nose. If something fits, it is small enough or. Since is used to talk about a past event, still. Since. Since. When someone is afraid, they feel fear. Friendship is the relationship between people who are friends. To solve something is to find an answer to it. To propose something is to say that it should be done. A guide is someone who shows you where to go. When someone is pleased, they are happy. If there is a lack of something, there is not enough. Lack. To survive is to stay alive. Survive. A lot means a large number or. A passage is a long area with walls that goes from one place to another. Success is doing something well that you choose to do. To release something is to stop holding it.
Release.
To perform is to do something in front of people who watch.
Perform.
To step is to walk. To compare means to say how two things are the same and different. Pressure is what you apply to make someone do something. Trouble is a problem or a difficulty. If something is probable, it is likely to happen. If something is probable, it is likely to happen. If something is probable, it is likely to happen. Probable. Ever means at any time. The ocean is all of the salt. If something is public, it is meant for everyone to use. To approach something means to move close to it. Approach. To approach. To instruct is to teach. To strike someone or something is to hit them. Strike. To request something is to ask for it. To support something is to like it and help it be successful. A prince is the son of a king. Prince. To promise is to say you will do something for sure. A task is work that someone has. The ground is the top part of the earth that we walk on. To balance something is to keep it from falling. A term is a word for something. To discover something is to find it for the first time. To wake is to not be sleeping anymore. To unite is to get together to do something. To shout is to say something loudly. To associate means to connect something with a person or thing. To shake is to move back. If you expect something to happen, you believe it will happen. The environment is the place where people work or live. An article is a story in a newspaper or magazine. An island is land in the middle of water. A factory is a building where things are made or put together. Several is more than two, but not many. Several is more than two, but not many. To protect someone is to stop them from getting hurt. A feature is an important part of something. A feature is an important part of something. Peace is a time without war. An instance is an example of something. An alien is a creature from a different world. To be upset is to be unhappy about something. Upset. To involve means to be actively taking part in something. An issue is an important topic. Issue. When a person is nervous, they think something bad will happen. Medicine is something you take to feel better or to marry is to legally be. To spend is to use time doing something or a mix is different things. Concern is a feeling of worry. To organize is to plan or get ready for an event. To allow something to happen. If someone or something is familiar to you, you know them well. A period is an amount of time when something happens. Period. To be dead is to not be alive. To punish means to make someone suffer. Punish. If people populate an area, they live there. If people populate an area, they live there. Populate. Harm is hurt or problems caused. To produce something is to make or grow it. To identify something is to be able to name it. The middle of something is the center. A range is a number or a set of similar things.
Range.
If something is worse, it is of poorer quality than an apartment is a set of rooms in a building where people live. To recognize something is to know it because you have seen it before. Recognize. A chart is a list of information. Chart. A chemical is something that scientists use. If something is average, it is at a normal level. Average. A web is a home-made. If something is regular, it happens often and in equal amounts of time. To remain somewhere is to stay there. Remain. A sign is a notice giving information. When someone or something is beside you, they are next to you. If something is social, it is about many people. A tip is a pointed end of something. A tip is a pointed end of something. Tip. A tip is a pointed end of something.
The tip of his pen was very sharp.
A block is a solid piece of wood, stone, or ice. If something is complex, it has many small parts. To swim is to move. To purchase something is to buy it. Purchase. A response is the answer to a question. Response. A tradition is something people have been doing for a long time. If something is exact, it is just the right amount.
Exact.
To cheer is to give a loud shout of approval. When something is sudden, it happens very quickly. Trash is waste material or unwanted. A vegetable is a plant used as food. If something is wide, a clue is a fact or clue. To rest is to stop being active. Advice is an opinion about what to do. If something is bright, it shows a lot of light. An expert is someone who is very good. Along means to move from one part of a road, river. To communicate is to give information by talking, writing, etc. A challenge is something difficult to complete. Attention is the notice, thought, or consideration of someone. To bother is to make the effort to do something. To attract means to make a person or thing come closer or be interested. If something fits, it is small. Fit. If something fits, a critic is someone who gives their opinions about movies, books, plays. Friendship is the relationship between people who are friends. Fright is the feeling of being scared. Fright is the feeling of being scared. If something happens finally, it happens after a long time or at the end. A guide is someone who shows you where to go. To climb means to use your hands and feet to. If you face a problem, you deal with it. A purpose is the reason that you do something. To exercise is to run or play sports so that to drop is to fall or allow. To depend on someone or something is to need them. If something is final, it is the last part. If someone or something is lone, they are the only one. A tool is something that helps you do. An event is something that happens. Further is used to say something is from a distance. To introduce someone or something is to say who. When someone is calm, they. To imply something is to suggest it without. Fair describes treating someone in a way that is reasonable or right. Pressure is what you apply to make someone do something. A policy is a rule. To maintain means to make something stay the same. To appear is to seem. Appear. To perform is to do something in front of people who watch. You use neither to connect two negative statements. If you talk about something else, a method is the way to do something. Otherwise means different or in another way. Property is something that someone owns. A passage is a long area with walls that goes from. If there is a lack of something, there is. A habit is a thing that you do. If something is physical, it is related to your body and not your. If something is public, it is meant for. When someone is cruel, they do bad things to hurt others. To consider something means to think about it.
Consider.
To consider something means to think about it.
Pete didn't like his job. He considered getting a new one.
To prove something is to show that it is true. To strike someone or something is to hit them. If something is probable, it is likely to happen. An error is something you do wrong. A term is a word for something. To react is to act in a certain way because of something. React. To waste means to carelessly use something all up. Waste. To support something is to like it and help it be successful. The environment is the place where people work or live. To associate means to connect something with a person or thing. A captain is the person who leads a ship. To ride something is to travel. To lie is to. If someone or something is famous, they are known to many people. A task is work that someone has to do. Task. If something is situated somewhere, it is in that place. If something is situated somewhere, it is in that place. To exist is to be real. A staff is a group of people. Society is people and the way that they live. Society. A solution is a way to solve a problem. To unite is to get together to do. A standard is what people consider normal or good. An instance is an example of something. To indicate means to show, point, or make something. A tail is a part of an animal's body. To suggest something means to give an idea. If something is foreign, it is from a different country. To hurt is to do something that makes you feel. A period is an amount of time when something happens. Period. A feature is an important part of something. Medicine is something you take to feel better. A factory is a building where things are made. Actually means in fact or really. Doubt is a feeling of not being sure. Bite is the act of using your. A characteristic is something that shows what a person or a thing is like. A characteristic is something that shows what a person or a thing is like. Characteristic. To involve means to be actively taking part in something. If something is visible, it can be seen. Visible. The coast is the land by an ocean. A goal is something you work toward. A library is a place where you go to read books. A deal is an agreement that you have with another. Deal. A mix is different things. If something is ancient, it is very old. To organize is to plan or get ready for an. A voice is the sound a person makes. The desert is an area of land without many. To avoid something is to stay away from it. An earthquake is a shaking movement of the ground. Earthquake. To recommend something is to say that someone should do it. Recommend. To recommend. A season is a time of the year. Spring. If something is effective, it works well. Effective. If people populate an area, they live there. If people populate an area, they live there. A sign is a notice giving information. To produce something is to make or grow it. A range is a number or a. To recognize something is to know it because you have seen it before. To encourage someone is to make them want to do something. To behave is to act in a particular way. To examine something is to look at it carefully. If something happens already, it happens before a certain time. If something is regular, it happens often and in equal amounts. To divide something is to make it into small.
Divide.
To divide something. If something is wide, it is large. Along means to move from one. If something is false, it is not correct. To fail means you do not succeed. A gift is something you give someone. To explore is to look for new places. A tip is a pointed end of. If you are among certain. Hunger is the feeling that you get when you need to eat. To claim means to say that. To destroy means to damage something so badly. To imagine something is to think of it in your mind. The truth is a fact or something that is right. To continue something is to keep doing it. Trash is waste material or unwanted or worthless. A tradition is something people have been doing for a long time. Attention is the notice, thought, or consideration of. Advice is an opinion about what to do. A journey is a long trip. A journey is a long journey. A journey is a long trip. To attract means to make a person or thing come closer or be interested. To climb means to use your hands and feet. To hang something is to hang. A puzzle is something that is hard to understand. If something is final, it is the last part. To beat someone means to do better. A puddle is a pool of liquid on the ground. Quite is used to say that something. To regard someone or something is to think. If something is extra, it is more. To drop is to fall or allow something to fall. Rather is used when you want to do one thing. If someone or something. If you go toward something, you go closer to it. If something is specific, it is precise or exact. A pattern is a way in which something is done or organized. Pattern. A tour is a short trip in which you. A moment is a second or a very short. To maintain means to make something stay the same. A lawyer works with the law and represents. A trip is a journey to a. A speech is something said to a group of people. If something is wild, it is found in nature. If something has value, it is worth a lot of money. If something is primary, it is the most important thing. Otherwise means different or in another way. If something is physical, it is related to your body. A band is a group of people who. A dish is a plate. However means despite or not being influenced by. However. Barely means by the smallest amount. Almost not. Barely. To imply something is to suggest it without saying it. If something is international, it involves more than one country. Further is used to say something is from a distance or time. To prove something is to show that it is true. If something is fresh, it is new. If something is boring, it is not fun. You use neither to connect two negative statements. To be against something is to be touching it or opposed to it. To treat is to act in a certain way toward. To cancel means to decide that an event. Cancel. If something is professional, it deals with work that uses special skills. A driveway is a short private road that leads to a person's home. A bit is a small amount of. If you move forward, you move in the direction in front. Garbage is waste material like unwanted or spoiled food, bottles. To kill someone or something. Injustice is a lack of fairness or justice. An instrument is something designed to do a certain task, like music. To appreciate something is to understand its good qualities. Appreciate. To be content is to be happy and not want more. A list is a record of information. The conclusion of something is the final part of it. Conclusion. Magic is the power to do impossible. If something is huge, to save something is to keep it from. A message is a set of words that you. Wood is the thing that trees are made of. Hunt. To notice something is to see it for the first time. You use whether when you must choose between two things. The price of something is how much it costs. Price. The price. If something is situated somewhere, it is in that place. To own something means an opinion is a thought about a person or a thing. To predict something is to say that it will happen. To ride something is to travel on it. To react is to act in a certain way because of something. A standard is what people consider normal or good. To argue is to angrily speak. To mention something is to talk about it. A professor is a person who teaches in college. If something is real, it acts. An emotion is how you feel. To rush is to go somewhere or to disappear means to go away or not be seen. A schedule is a plan that tells you when to do things. To celebrate is to do something to show that an event is. A taste is the flavor. To share something is to share. If something is basic, it is very simple. Basic. If something is society is people and the way that they live. Society is people and the way that they live. Bite is the act of using. To suggest something means to give an idea or plan about it. To create means to make something new. A stage is a place where actors or musicians. To flow is to move easily. An effect is a change made by something else. Effect. An earthquake is a shaking movement of the ground. A storm is very bad weather. Perhaps is used when you say that something could happen. Perhaps. You use within to say that something is inside another thing. Within. Actually means in fact or really. If something belongs to you, you own it. To determine means to choose or make a decision. A deal is an agreement that you have with another person. If something is effective, it works well. Effect. To advertise is to tell people about something on TV, radio, etc. To reflect is when a surface sends back light, heat. A crowd is a large group of people. To assign something to someone is to tell. Meat is food made of animal. To advise someone is to tell them what to do. An audience is a group of people who watch something together. Audience. If something is worth an amount of money, it costs that amount. The coast is the land by an ocean. Breakfast is the first meal of the day. A career is a job that you do for a large part of your life. Career. Carefully means with great attention, especially to detail or safety. The desert is an area of land without many plants or water. A competition is a contest to see who is the best at something. Competition. If something is false, it is not correct. If something is single, then there is only one. A bone is a hard part of the body. If the weather is cool, it is a little bit cold. To examine something is to look at it carefully. Examine. To examine something is to look at it carefully. If something is empty, it does not have anything in it. To serve someone is to give them food or drinks. If you gain something, you get more. To imagine something is to think of it in your mind. Someone's attitude is the way they feel and think. Importance means the quality or condition of being needed or valued. To select something is to choose it. A grade is a score or mark given. Grade. Knowledge is information that you have about something. A gift is something you give someone. To announce something is to make it known. Announce. To scare someone is to make them feel afraid. If something is major, it is big or important. A war is a big. Mean describes someone who is unkind or cruel. A product is something that is made. To entertain someone is to do something that they enjoy. Hunger is the feeling that you get when you need to eat. If you prefer something, you want it more than something else. To offer is to present. The weather is the condition of the air. A president is the leader of a country. A puzzle is something that is hard to understand. A contrast is the sharp difference between two things. An item is a thing that you buy or sell. Progress is the act of getting closer to doing or finishing something. Progress. Evil describes something or someone bad. Respect is a good opinion of someone because they are. If something is specific, it is precise or exact. To achieve something is to successfully do it after trying hard. A journey is a long trip. Journey. A tour is a short trip in which you see many sights. If you are glad, you are happy. If you are rich, you have a lot of money. To collect things is to group them together. Quite is used to say that something is. Rather is used when you want to do one thing. To sail is to move a boat. A trip is a journey to a certain. A skill is the knowledge and ability that allows you to do something well. A berry is a small round fruit that grows on certain plants and trees. If something has value, it is worth a lot of money. Any more means any longer. Barely means by the smallest amount, almost not. Somehow means in a way or by some means which is not known. Somehow. To owe is to have. Strength is the physical power that you have. A scene is one part of a book or movie. A sheet is a thin, flat piece of paper. To vote is to officially choose between two. An example of something is a thing that is typical. If something is available, it means you can get it. Garbage is waste material like unwanted or spoiled food, bottles, paper. An instrument is something designed to do a certain task, like music. A band is a group of people who play music. If something is above, it is at a higher level than something. A century is 100 years. Magic is the power to do. If a person is responsible, they do the right things. If something is ahead of something else, it is in front of it. An exam is a test. An amount is how much there is of something. A space is an empty area. Space. If something is boring, it is not fun. To cancel means to decide that an event. A driveway is a short private road that leads to a person's home. Flat describes something that is flat. To notice something is to see it for the first time. A belief is a strong feeling that something is correct or true. Belief. A belief is a strong feeling. A list is a record of information. If something is extreme, it is in a large amount. To own something. Magical describes a quality that makes someone. The center of something is the middle of it. Blood is the red liquid in your body. If something is common, it happens often or there is much of it. A message is a set of words that you send to someone. A crop is food that a farmer grows. A description of someone or something says what they are like. To cost is to require expenditure or payment. A dictionary is a book that tells you what words mean. A store is a place where you can buy things. To demonstrate something is to show how it is done. If something is essential, it is very important and necessary. If someone or something is silly, they show a lack of thought. Different describes someone or something that is not the same as others. A level is a point on a scale that. Evidence is a fact or thing that you use to prove something. To rush is to go somewhere. A county is the largest political division of. A professor is a person who teaches in college. A position is the way something is placed. To share something is to give some of it. To predict something is to say that it will happen.
Predict.
To predict something, you use within to say that something is inside another. Honesty means the quality of being truthful or honest. A profit is the extra money you make when you sell something. A schedule is a plan that tells you when to do things. Mail is letters and other things sent to people. An idiom is a phrase with a meaning. Idiom. To advertise is to tell people about something on TV, radio. To be correct is to be right. A decision is a choice. If something is independent, it is not controlled by something else. A novel is a book that tells a story. An audience is a group of people who watch something together. Inside means the inner part. To assign something to someone is to tell them to do it. A prize is something of value that is given. Prize. To feed is to give food. A master is a person who is very good at something. A storm is very bad weather. A risk is a chance of something bad happening. Risk. A hole is an opening in something. A stage is a place where actors or. A memory is something you remember. To publish a book is to get it printed and ready to sell. Maybe is used to show that if something is proper, it is right. If something is proper, it is right. An officer is a leader in the army. To scan something is to look at it very carefully. A creature is any living thing. To excite someone means to make them happy and interested. If you gain something, you get more of it. A section is a part of something larger. To compete is to try to be better than someone. Breakfast is the first meal of the day. An outline is the plan for a story or essay. The surface of something is the top part or outside of it. When something is serious, it is bad or unsafe. If the weather is cool, it is. If something is major, it is big or important. Knowledge is information that you have about something. A competition is a contest to see who is the best at something. Competition. A competition is a contest. If you prefer something, you want it more than something else. Importance means the quality or condition of being. Progress is the act of getting closer to doing or finishing something. Mean describes someone who is. A president is the leader of a country. Somehow means in a way or by some means which is not known. If you are rich, you have a lot of money. Respect is a good opinion of someone because they are good. To vote is to officially choose between. Strength is the physical power that you have. A skill is the knowledge and ability that allows. If something is ahead of something else, the center of something is the middle of it. If something is above, it is at a higher level than something else. If something is common, it happens often or there is much. To demonstrate something is to show how it is done. An amount is how much there is of something. Evidence is a fact or thing that you use to prove something. Evidence. Evidence is a fact or. Different describes someone or something that is not the same as others. A belief is a strong feeling that something is correct or true. An idiom is a phrase with a meaning. To cost is to. Inside means the inner part. A master is a person who is very good at. A memory is something you remember. Memory. If something is independent, it is not controlled by something else. Independent. Honesty means the quality of being truthful. To scan something is to. If something is proper, it is right. Proper. A section is a part of something larger. A section is a part of something larger. The surface of something is the top part. If something is average, it is at a normal level. When a person is anxious, they worry that something bad will happen. When something is awful, it is very bad. To consist of is to be made of parts or things. To desire is to want something. When a person is eager about something, they are excited about it. Eager. A household is all the people who live in one house. An intent is a plan to do something. A landscape is how an area of land looks. To lift something is to move it. Lift. To load is to put objects into something. A lung is the organ in the body that fills with air when breathing. Lung. A motion is a movement that someone makes. The pace of something is the speed at which it happens. The pace of something is the speed at which it happens. When someone is polite, they are acting in a thought. To possess something is to have it or own it. To possess something is to have it or own it. To possess something is to have it or own it. Possess. To possess something. When something happens rapidly, it happens very fast. To remark is to say something. To seek is to look for something. To shine is to make a bright light. To spill is to have something fall out of its container. To bring means to take someone or something. A castle is a building with strong walls where royalty. To command someone is to tell them to do something. To counsel someone is to listen and give advice about a counsel. To ensure is to make certain. An explosion is a violent burst, usually with a loud sound. Jewelry is something that people wear, like earrings or necklaces. Jewelry. To land means to come to the ground, usually from a ship or aircraft. Land. A meteor is a rock from outer space that falls to Earth. Meteor. A meteor is a rock. A monster is any imaginary frightening creature. If something is northern, it is in the direction of north. If something is remote, it is very far away and difficult to get to. If something is southern, it is in the direction of south. A statue is an image of a person or animal made of stone or metal. Steam is water that has become hot and has turned. To submit to someone is to agree to do what they tell you to do. A temple is a building that is used for. Upper means higher in position or place. A weed is a plant, especially one that is not used. A wing is the part of an animal that. An arrow is a thin, straight stick. A battle is a fight between two armies during a war. A bow is a weapon made of. When people are brave, they are not afraid to face pain or danger. A chief is the leader of a group of people. A disadvantage is a situation where someone is likely to lose. An enemy is a country that is fighting another country during a war. An entrance is a place where someone can enter an area. If something hardly happens, it almost does not happen at all. To intend to do something means to plan to intend. Laughter is the sound produced by laughing about something funny. Laughter. Laughter is the sound produced by laughing about something funny.
Susan's joke made her classmates burst into laughter.